May 29th, 2013. I think this is the first day that Sarah and I may be counting each other. You were probably sitting up here, Sarah, and my older sister and I were in the back of the church. And in a packed church here at Our Lady of Peace, there was a night mass followed by an acclaimed author and speaker, Jason Evert. Jason Evert might as well just be the Bryson Harper of Catholic youth speakers, like a big deal. Like we really wanted him to be here at the parish to give this talk, okay? Mike and I, by that time in 2013, had run thousands of miles together through South Jersey and Philly. We'd known each other for a while. So that same Jason Evert, who came and spoke at the church, wrote, in my opinion, the best book on John Paul II, called St. John Paul the Great, His Five Loves. And today, Mike and Sarah, you're wed on this great feast of the greatest pope of our time, John Paul II. And on the anniversary of Mike's grandparents and your parents, it's a really special day. Sarah told me yesterday that Mike wasn't even dating Sarah. And he was like, what do you think about getting married on October 22nd? Well, here we are, okay? So John Paul's five loves are going to serve as kind of like a theme for our homily. First one is young people. Mike and Sarah, on this day, inasmuch as we celebrate your being wed together, receiving this holy sacrament, it's also a beautiful time to recognize and to show love to your family in a very, very special way, and also your friends in a very special way. Mike, your dad kind of hit on that last night. I thought that was really special. All of your friends, your bridal party, the groomsmen, the bridesmaids, all of them you've brought here together. They've shown you love in a special way, and you've given them an opportunity to witness to this beautiful marriage and to see the beautiful love between you two. So I just want to invite especially the young people here today to just open your heart and minds to whatever God may be doing this weekend and respond back to the love that He has poured into you from all time. He's brought you here to this special day to witness human love between Mike and Sarah, and it's very, very special. So first, just a shout out to our young people. The second great love of John Paul II is human love. Okay, John Paul II taught all about this, but for Mike and Sarah, for you today, your love for each other is very clear and obvious. Both of you have been gifted with lots of talents, lots of gifts that you shared with each other. You really complement each other well. And I've gotten to see that firsthand. Over and over and again, I've seen you say things or do things that basically fit this sentence. Because I love you, I will do this for you. Over and over again. Because I love you, you make great sacrifices for each other. And you shared with me just this understanding of John Paul II's teaching about the gift, being gifts to one another. The difference between being a gift and using each other. And for all of us to learn from this wisdom that John Paul II shared with us, but Mike and Sarah, you told me in a special way. In a relationship, you've given more and more to each other, not using each other to fill a lonely part of your heart, to not fill for each other's gain individually, but to give in each other in a special way so that you together grow to be more loving people. You want to lead each other into heaven, and that's what life's all about. So great job. The third great love of John Paul II is the Blessed Sacrament. Last night we had a very special time before Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament here in the church. You're being married in the church. And Mike, I just want to thank you. I heard from several people. You showed the picture of our Mass together when we were away a few weeks ago in Vermont. And with a childlike heart, you love the Lord. You're here. You've been faithful to Him, and God has been faithful to you, bringing you to your married day. And God will continue to be faithful to you and Sarah, to all of us here present, witnessing to your marriage. So, trust in that. And fourth, the fourth great love of John Paul II is the Blessed Virgin Mary. Sarah, how can we forget 2018, the summer project, after we were all in Rome together over Easter? Sarah, Kate, and Mrs. Creel were together with Father Josh and I on a pilgrimage, and we made it clear this summer we were going to do something special. We were going to have a grotto in their backyard. We worked together. It was beautiful getting to spend so much time together and do something because you love the Blessed Mother. And she has been faithful, protecting you from all evils, watching over you with a maternal heart and care, and she will continue to protect you and Mike in your time together as married couple. And finally, the fifth great love of John Paul II is the cross. The cross. The crucifix is a very traditional wedding gift that's given to a couple and then placed above their bed in their home together. One that presents the truth of our faith, that Jesus, the bridegroom, died for the church, his bride. So the crucifix is all about the greatest love story ever told, that of Jesus saving us and rising from the dead to bring us to new life. And we heard in the readings today that husbands or wives are supposed to love each other in that Christ-like way. We heard it in the second reading, husbands, love your wife like Christ loves the church. So, marriage is not always easy. And so we trust in the cross, we trust in the fidelity of Jesus who died on the cross to remind you he's there for you all the time. He's on your team, he's on your side, he is the victor. So whenever we're feeling a little discouraged or just life is difficult, both of you know that life is difficult and I'm really preaching to the choir. Christ is there for you, the crucified Lord who 3 days later rose from the dead. So know also that all of the saints are interceding for you, but especially John Paul II today on your marriage day. Mike and Sarah, may God bless you today and always. There's a lot more I could say. I love you both very much. I'm praying for you in a special way. Today, I'm especially joyful to witness to this sacrament. And I know so many people here in this church feel the same way. I just want to share with you some final words from that traditional exhortation we heard at the beginning of Mass. This is the end of what that statement is that has been passed down over generations. If you allow true love and unselfish spirit of perfect sacrifice to guide your every action, you can expect the greatest measure of earthly happiness that may be allotted in this vale of tears. The rest is in God's hands. Be assured that God will not fail you in your needs. God pledges you the lifelong support of his graces in the Holy Sacrament, which you are now going to minister to one another. And at this time, I'm going to ask the maid of honor and the best man to come forward.